John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, the newly healed John Cena at WrestleMania 41. Everybody's waiting to see what Cena says next and does next. But I want to start by focusing on the main event. We know it's going to main event night 2, the biggest main event in a long time. I just want to start off with this, and it could go either way, but is this a must win for the greatest Cena, John Cena? Is this a must win for him at WrestleMania?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say yes. Yes, it's a must win. It has to be a must win because when me and you have actually talked about this a few months back, right? Um, when Cody was on that chase to get the title, I feel like that's when the fans really like genuinely were like fiending for Cody. Like they were actually like a bunch of drug addicts. Like they he was the topic. He was the one they were crying about all over the internet. Every single platform was always talking about him. I feel like the buzz of Cody, it was no bigger after he lost to Roman Reigns. I think everybody can agree with that. To who's been paying attention, like after he lost to, that was what you call an uproar. Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised fans didn't riot. To be honest with you, like, and then when he beat Roman, the time with The Rock and all that, you know, I just feel like there's been a little bit of draft back. Nothing. I won't say anything dropped off like the way fans are over exaggerating, but I think the draft did come back a little bit because they're content. He has the belt.
Mm-hmm.
He's at the top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
When you're content, you're not gonna be as animated. You're not gonna be as reactional. It's not gonna really go like that. So Cena, now that he's a heel, can be that one person who makes the fans fiend for him again. It's simple because Cena can get to that same heel point that Roman got to,
Bigger.
maybe even bigger,
Bigger.
bigger. You know what I'm saying? I like what you're saying. I think it could be bigger, especially because of the fact that you got Rock right next to him. So, what will really make fans want to cry? What is really gonna make fans angry? What is really gonna make fans complaining nonstop? Cena win the belt. That draws, man. It's a perfect formula. If Cody beats him, what's the point? What's the point? You're not gonna get a bigger reaction out of that. There's no way you are because the fans are gonna be content.
That is well said. And I rock with almost everything you just said. And I agree with honestly everything you just said. And I know I'm biased, but this is just real shit right here. If he doesn't beat Cody, I know people like to say, oh, they could do a rematch, they could do a trilogy, and then he'll get his win. This is John Cena's final year. He
Yep.
has like a good 35 to 36 dates that he's saving to make more consistent appearances throughout the next of the few months.
Mhm.
He has to win this 17th world title because it is like you said. Listen, for those out there that are saying Cody Rhodes' reign was bad, no, it isn't. No, it is not. It has been an extreme moneymaker. Now, has he, in the last few months, has he had built heels that could stay toe to toe with him other than Kevin Owens? That's a fair criticism. Maybe they needed more credible heels to take him. But this has been a phenomenal babyface reign. We never seen nothing like this, especially because he was the one to beat Roman Reigns' reign. But I think ultimately Cena got to win this because we're not going to have him around for too long. I don't see a point in waiting until November, December, which is the very end of this retirement tour, to then slap it on him. I
Right.
think there's a lot of money to be made now that they finally had the balls to turn Cena heel. There's so much money to be made out of this. And it's like you said, bro, I dreamed about this. I really did. I dreamed. My biggest dream was for Hollywood Rock and Hollywood Cena, the two greatest wrestlers ever. There's no debate that, for me at least, those are the two. If you want to put them 3 or 4, fine. But I think they're the top two. There's nothing bigger and better than two Hollywood stars flexing their muscles, flexing their power, flexing their influence. And Cody is a great champion, but he's almost as good in chase mode. So you let Cena win this, you're set for the summer. You can maybe have Cody have to climb back up the ranks and go through all the obstacles The Rock puts in his way, and then you can maybe run it back at SummerSlam. Maybe Cody gets it back, but I think this is a must win for John Cena. He broke his streak of not winning any singles matches in like 6 years when he won at Elimination Chamber. You got to keep the momentum going. He got to win this. And I don't even care if it's a dirty win. That might be what makes it even better. Yes. We might need a dirty win.
Yes. I think that's exactly how it needs to go down. To be honest, Rock has to do something. You know, Rock probably should put his hands on him. You know, I honestly think, too, if Rock doesn't do something, like you said, Cena could win not clean by himself.
Yeah.
But either way, if Cena doesn't walk out with the belt, then what are we leaving the fans wanting here?
Mm-hmm.
What do we want?
And if he doesn't, how is selling his soul justified? I sold my soul just to not get what I wanted.
Not get any.
Gotta get what he wanted.
Not to get any gold. That kind of doesn't make any sense. And then not only that, let's just keep it real. The status of him, the status of Rock. It's two of y'all now. You can't tell me both these guys can't take on Cody Rhodes. Now you're being a little dramatic.
Yeah. That's real talk, though.
You can't tell me like you said, these two people are arguably in that greatest of all time conversation. No problem.
There's no debate. Yeah.
No problem. You know what I'm saying? Like literally no problem. They're in that conversation. You might not pick them as your one, but they're in that conversation. So you combine both these guys, and now they can't take Cody Rhodes. So what are you trying to say? Cody Rhodes is better than both of them?
Right. Exactly. And it's like, if Cena don't do it, who the hell is gonna do it? You know, you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
That's another good point.
There is no better person or heel on this roster that could do it and make money, get the fans reacting strongly, and give you an entirely fresh storyline.
There you go.
There's nobody there. I know people will say Drew McIntyre, but they're not going to do that. If they wanted Drew McIntyre to face Cody, they would have done it.
But even if they do, David,
it's not nearly as big as what.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be as big of a deal.
It's not. It's really
not going to be a big of a deal. Like even if they do, let's say they want to throw Drew a bone, which he deserves. He had a hell of a year. He had a hell of a 2024.
Deserves the World Heavyweight Championship.
I agree with you 1,000% with that. But come on, are we here to make the world talk? Are we really here to make everybody go crazy? This is the way to do it. I don't see any other answer to do it, David. To really make the world go crazy, to really make the world stop here. You let Cena win the WWE Championship. Go on, him and Rock flex around their muscle. I would say do it till I pass SummerSlam, honestly.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking like maybe have him run it through the summer, and then maybe if Cody's chase is going well, he could maybe beat him. But I ain't mad at that. Let him hold it past SummerSlam.
No, because you know why I say past SummerSlam, because there's also a plethora of good baby faces right now, Dave.
That's true.
Reigns is a babyface now.
Yeah.
So now you could possibly have a heel Cena face Reigns.
That's a fact.
Never seen.
Nah, for real.
CM Punk, he's a face right now.
You're cooking, dog. Let me get out your way and let you cook.
You see what I'm saying? Seth Rollins, what does he consider to be? A face.
Wow.
So now you got Cena, who could probably flex on all 4 of these guys, all 4 or 5 of the top people right now. He can flex on them right now.
Yeah, dog.
That's a great way to go off, David. How would you want to go off?
Yeah, I even look at it that way, but you're really right, dog.
Like, how would you want to leave? Think about it. How would you want to leave?
There's like a whole fresh matchup with some of the main top guys that are good guys, and like ultimately knowing Cena, the man, now that he's a heel, I know he's gonna want to make these guys look good, whether he wins or loses, but I want him to win. But I know he's going to want to make these guys look good, and there's history with CM Punk. There's history with Reigns. But now it's like a whole brand new story because he's a heel. Like, I got to give it, like, and this isn't a Vince versus Triple H conversation, but I don't think Vince McMahon would have did this. So I really got to shout out The Rock and Triple H for having the balls to do this, because dude, some of this was on national news, like weatherman news, like mainstream news. Like, these are 2 of the most transcendent mainstream wrestlers that prove that they don't need to do this, but they're doing this anyway. There's nothing bigger than this. And like, I just don't see. Listen, I love Cody, and I'm not gonna be dramatic and say like Cena's a nobody if he loses, but I don't see a way you could frame a Cody win and justify it. I just can't see it. Like, he's had a great run. It's been over. It's about to be a year. So, like, put him back on chase mode. And like you said, this opens up so many avenues, man. It's not even funny. Hell, this even opens up, when Rock decides his schedule's more clear, a tag team match or 2. Like, maybe a Cena and Rock versus Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes.
Right.
That's another guy who's leaning babyface right now. Randy Orton, his old rival.
He is.
So, and then maybe you could use that to flip Orton and turn on Cody. But
that would be a first time ever, because we've never a Randy Orton, John Cena with the roles reversed.
Right. It's a whole brand new world. I will be, biased aside, I'll be really shocked if they don't capitalize on it. It's the only way to me.
I see the same thing. And Dave, to honestly, I like how you brought up the Vince Triple H dynamic, because I don't even think this is something that has Triple H written on it.
I think it's The Rock.
I think it's all Rock.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why I keep begging people, let's give this guy more credit.
Yeah.
Let's he really might be the greatest, because what he did last year, the previous year, I think is what made Cena comfortable to even do this.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Up until last year, David, did we ever think we would see a heel Rock again?
No. Everybody was saying the fans would never boo him. They wouldn't buy in. They love him too much.
Right.
But it worked.
We never even thought we would experience that. But after slapping Cody Rhodes, now everybody's like, oh, shit, this is actually some cool shit. This is actually way more interesting than what the hell he was doing before.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Cena took a good look at that and was like, yo, can I get in on this? Let me get in on this. I'm at the end of my days anyway.
Yeah. He's not relied upon to be the guy to sign the autographs way after the show and shake everyone's hands. Cody's doing it now. So I could be on Cody's ass. I don't need to be that guy anymore. And he knows it. Like, I feel like he wanted to let this out for a while, bro. That facial expression when he was hugging Cody Rhodes and looked at The Rock. Like, I'm not gonna be as petty to rank facial expressions, but that he looked like there was a demon in him. Like he was really possessed. Like, These guys need to take notes on facials, bro. That's an underrated part of wrestling. Like, I think it's not just the turn; it's the beat down with the turn. Punched him with his dad's watch that he gifted him. Travis Scott was smoking a joint in the back. Like that just was a Hollywood cinema segment. And there's only one way to do this, man. There really is. But I want to say this. He's obviously not he's not on the greatest of all time list, of course. But man, for him, he's such a good guy. I want to give Cody his flowers. He's such a good guy that he made a world where a heel Rock and heel Cena is possible. And I gotta shout him out for that because it's kind of like you said. It's like the more he gets beat up, the more he gets bloodied, the more he loses, the more he struggles, the fans love him even more. Like they just he's really good at selling the brutality of bad guys beating him up. And he won't lose a damn thing if he loses to Cena. It's gonna make him more popular. It's a win-win here.
It is. Because now, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go back to saying, "Oh, he's being held back. He's being, done wrong. The Triple H is missing the ball now." They're even gonna turn on Triple H.
Yeah.
But all this Triple H era stuff, watch him lose. Watch how they're gonna talk now. Dave. Oh, Triple H don't know what he's doing. He's making a mistake now. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's how you know Cody is holding up his end of the bargain.
It's really impressive, man. We haven't had a good guy like this since Hulk Hogan, kinda.
Right. Like, they're willing to shift on anybody for him
because he does his job well.
Yeah, because he's holding up his end of the bargain. And like I said, this goes back to the brilliance of Rock, because Rock, I think, was the first person to see, we can hit this. We can use this dude in multiple different ways. It don't even gotta be just me. He was actually right in that press conference. It don't even gotta be just me being physical with him.
He doesn't have to. He could. I'd like to see it, but he don't have to. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Rock's the only person who's seen the brilliance of it and made Cena more comfortable. Get in on this, bro. Get in on this. We about to make some serious money with this shit. Serious.
I wish I could be. Travis Scott's a nice touch to this, dog.
God. And he's not even a wrestler or it has anything to do with the wrestling business.
It don't matter his presence and attention he grabs.
Right, but David, even he is smart enough to notice, let me get in on this.
Yeah. Yo, did you see that clip of him backstage after
No, I did not.
The turn? Nah, they showed a clip of Travis Scott going backstage, dapping up Rock and Triple H, and dog, this dude looked like a kid in the candy store, bro. He was like, dog, the energy out there was fire. Like Triple H was like, yeah, that's fun shit out there, right? He's like, dog, this is even funner than performing songs, bro. He was like, yo, I'm about to have a ring. I'm about to trade. Like, I never seen a grown man so happy that wasn't a real wrestler. He was like, dog, the feeling out there is crazy, dog. Like, I want him to get involved in the match too, dog. Maybe Cody Rhodes get his lick back.
Bad Bunny said the same thing, remember?
Yeah, bro.
So, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, this is definitely, I would definitely say, like, he's holding up his end of the bargain. But this dude, Rock, I'm telling you, Rock really got his fingerprint on what to do. He deserves more credit, man. I think he deserves more credit.
Oh, I'm giving, man. He's all
not you, but I'm talking about all the chatter out there. All the chatter out there, they're always gonna find a way to hate.
Yeah, every good thing that happens, they give Triple H the credit and then try to discredit the Rock.
Rock, bro. This is Rock written all over it.
But Rock was like, yo, I can't wrestle. Cena, can you turn heel and represent me? Yo, I wish I could hear that meeting, a conversation.
I'm telling you, that's the discussion. These movies real quick. Yo, this dude is the best face we've had in a while, Cena. You seen what I did last year, right?
Right.
You can get in on this too. I'll be back.
Exactly.
You, this is what he's saying. Like, I'll be back. Because I still believe, David, we're gonna get Rock versus Cody.
I believe it too. I know. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up.
I'm holding on to that.
And I do think we're still gonna get Rock Roman, even though that's a little bit away. But it's all a matter. It's all up to The Rock, man. It's up to The Rock when.
That's exactly how it's gonna go. Like towards the end of this year, obviously before Cena's December comes, I think Cody's gonna get it back. Then that's when Rock's gonna swoop in for the next WrestleMania, and he's gonna set that up. And like I kept telling people, that Roman and Rock that's the back burner. I think that's gonna be the last thing that Rock does.
Yeah.
In rank wise.
It makes sense. It definitely would make sense. But do you think this has been on the internet chatter, so I want to throw it at you. Do you see potentially Cena having so much fun with this and it making money that he's like, I'm still on a retirement tour, but fuck it. Let me maybe extend it till January or February. Could you see a world where he has so much fun he adds it, or you think he's good? I don't think so either.
I think he's good. I think he's good because we like I said, we see him in the other world. He's blowing up, baby.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
This dude's getting big, man. He's starting to work with all the biggest of the biggest people.
I think I was reading the ranking. He's top 16 in highest paid actors. For a guy that is still relatively rising, that's a high ranking.
But think about it. His last 2 years, he's been doing some
been on fire.
Big deal things, bro. He's been working. He got to work with Kevin Hart. He got to work with Samuel L. Jackson.
Jackie Chan, bro.
Jackie Chan. You know what I'm saying? He got to do something with Bradley Cooper. This dude, he's in the talks for Peacemaker was a hit, and nobody thought that would be a hit, and that's DC Comics. So, like, this dude, what he's at the point where is why, you know what I mean? Like, why? I think he can do everything he needs to do within this year frame that will make him satisfied.
I think so. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like, and I'm cool with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I'd honestly be shocked if he went through all these announcements and just to say, I'm staying.
Yeah.
Not that I would hate it, though, David. Not that I would hate it. Because, let me tell you something. If he does do that, that would be a great heel move.
Right. What if he spins it like, yo, I'm champion. I ain't never leaving. Obviously, that's not for real, but.
Be like, I lied.
I lied. Now y'all are stuck with me.
I did this to get what I needed.
Yeah.
I did this to get what I needed.
Yeah.
I did this to get Rock to come, help me out.
Yeah. I have a feeling he meant what he said, but that would be a good way to spin it. Mm-hmm. And let me final thing on this before we get into the other WrestleMania matches. Could you see any full-timers maybe aligning with Cena or Rock? Or you think it's just going to be Rock, Cena, Travis Scott from time to time? Could you see a faction somewhat be behind this? Or do you see it as an alliance?
I think if they do add someone, it's probably going to be a woman.
Really? Yeah. Wow. I'm surprised.
Yeah, maybe Charlotte or Becky.
No bullshit. Charlotte would be interesting.
One of the top 2 divas or something like that, if they do. But I think they already got everything they need.